Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Angela Buckman. Thanks for joining us here on WTHR Plus for a live weather update. Storm system we've been tracking for the last couple of days is here and prompting a tornado watch for the southern part of the state until 9 p.m. This does include Bloomington, Nashville, Columbus, Greensburg, Brookville, Versailles, North Vernon, Seymour, Bedford, and points south. Right now, locally on radar, we don't have a lot to show you, and that's some good news at this point. However, we do anticipate that threat of severe weather starting to increase in the next couple of hours. There are lots of weather parameters that we look at when trying to forecast severe weather, and a lot of parameters have to come into play for a storm to produce a tornado, and a couple of things limiting that development so far: some dry air and some warm air just above the surface. It's kind of putting a lid on the storm development. We do think a strong wind field will take over and the atmosphere will saturate, and the combination of those two will get the storms going in the next couple of hours. I do want to point out what we're watching southwest of Bloomington. These are below severe limits, but an indication that some storm development is happening. Concerned with a couple of cells just across the state line and then back southwest of Champaign and Terre Haute in the central sections of Illinois. For now, all below severe limits, but the thinking is now as the column of air saturates, we break the cap with a strong wind field, we'll get these storms going, and because of the wind field, we may end up with some rotating storms that produce tornadoes. Complex storm system that we're tracking for late February, and just proof that we can get severe weather at any month, during any month in central Indiana. There's the highlighted tornado watch until 9 p.m. Cold side of this storm system, there is snow. Winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings extend from southwest Wisconsin through Iowa into portions of Nebraska, where they are dealing with some heavier snow at this hour. We stay on the warm side of things at least for the next several hours, and the unstable part of this storm system, and it's the reason we're under that severe threat. Most of central Indiana at a 2 or a 3, but basically where that watch is in effect, an increased threat of storms that may produce tornadoes. So there's the highlighted area, level 3 threat. And again, it pretty much matches up to where we have that tornado watch in effect. Storm Prediction Center also highlights probabilities, and an increased probability of tornadoes south of I-70, highlighted here in yellow. That is a 10% probability. That gets lower the farther north you go, 5% for Indianapolis, 2% for Kokomo, but not 0. So a good thing to keep in mind, even if you aren't under that tornado watch, we're going to be watching storm development closely, and really any storm, because of the wind field that's in place, may rotate and produce severe weather. So just stick with us over the next several hours. Wind threat continues for central Indiana. The main hail threat was earlier today. We did have some storms across the northern part of the state that produced some larger hail, but hail can't be completely ruled out either as we head through the next several hours. We have 59 on the map in Kokomo, 66 in Indianapolis, another unseasonably warm day, 68 Bloomington, Bedford, 63 Richmond, and 65 degrees in Shelbyville. This is the latest analysis with Future Track 13. We're going to start this at 5 o'clock, so an hour from now. We highlighted those cells that are starting to develop southwest of Evansville, southwest of Champaign, Illinois. We do think this complex will continue to develop, continue to strengthen, and if it does, it tracks north and east and has an impact across central Indiana between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. If this verifies, we've got widespread storm activity around Indianapolis, south to Shelbyville, and perhaps some severe storms down near Bloomington. That severe potential is going to continue through the evening hours. This is 9 p.m. Again, indicated here, perhaps a couple of stronger cells. This will start to wind down as we get to the midnight hour and the atmosphere becomes more stable. The cold front swings through. But on the back side of this weather system, I showed you the snow in parts of Nebraska. We're not expecting that much snow, but a big drop in temperature is coming. From mid-60s today, we're going to be down a good 20 plus tomorrow. A very windy day with winds gusting over 40 miles per hour. Can't rule out some flurries as that colder air races in. Sun clouds Saturday 42, Sunday some snow showers and 32. So we are back to a more winter-like pattern. And really, it's the clash of these two air masses. We had record warmth yesterday in the low 70s. We're going to be much, much colder come the end of the weekend. Clash of these two air masses is the setup for severe weather. Weather impact alert day continues south of 70 for now. We expect those storms to become more numerous in that 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. time frame. Level 2, 3 out of 5 risk. Tornado potential. Highest south of 70. We expect a few warnings. We want to make sure you stay weather aware, follow the radar, have several ways to get warnings, including your cell phone, especially if you're going to be on the go, kind of coming and going tonight. We want to make sure you're aware of any warnings that could be issued. Also, it's a good time of year. I know it's early, late winter still, but be thinking about preparing your home and your family for severe weather, and a reminder of where to go in the event of severe storms. Basement is the safest place, but we always tell kids when we do school talks, don't worry if you don't have a basement, just get into the middle part of your home. You want to put as many walls between you and the outside, so you choose a closet, you choose a bathroom, something without windows, and maybe a pillow, something to protect your head. We hope we don't have to get into that point where we're dealing with getting people into their safe spots, but just be aware. Ingredients coming together for severe weather as we head into the evening hours tonight. We're going to continue to keep you updated as necessary here on WTHR+. Sean Ash is going to have another update for you at 4:30, and then we'll be on 13 streaming as well as we get into that 5 o'clock hour. From 5 to 7 to make sure that you're continuing to be updated, and we'll go longer as necessary if we get those storms developing that could linger through 9, 10 o'clock tonight. Sean, we'll see you back here on WTHR+ in just over 20 minutes at 4:30.